Today we're going to talk about the requirements for the state of California to get your certified fingerprint roller number. So let's jump right on board here. I'm going to kind of keep it simple as possible, but straight to the point. The goal is here for you folks down the line is to fingerprint or to buy fingerprint equipment. In order to fingerprint in California, you have to be a resident of California when you apply for a certified fingerprint roller number. And right below here, I'm putting down the website to go to. Wrong one there as a reference. If you choose to buy your own machine, or you want to go ahead and start doing ink card fingerprinting. So, number one thing is your goal is to get your own FPC number. This is only for use for California. Again, I'm keep repeating myself because some folks get this confused with the state they reside in. This is only for California. Your fingerprint certification number to be issued to you through the Department of Justice. That's a whole attendance video here to share with you how to get the FPC number through California Department of Justice. This process takes about 2 weeks. And I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. And it's not rocket science, but some folks make it very confusing and requirements to get this done. Speaking of requirements, I'm going to share this with you right now. The website I'm referring to that tells you in pretty much in black and white what you need to do to get this done. It's on the screen over there right now next to me. Make it a little bit bigger for us here to see. And hopefully this is a lot better for us to see here. So let me just cheat for a second. And what can I do for that one? I'm going to take myself off the screen for a second here, folks. I'll make this even better. So like I said, it's a 2-week process, but pretty much right here, the first 2 paragraphs tells us in black and white, or blue and white in this particular case, that California law requires any individual who rolls fingerprints manually or electronically for a license, certification, and or employment purposes to be certified by you're required to be certified to the Department of Justice to get this done. A fingerprint roller must enter his or her certification number into the California live scan device when they transmit the fingerprints to the Department of Justice for California. Let me repeat myself. Per California law, the penal code says any individual who rolls fingerprints manually or electronically for licensure, certification, and or employment purposes must be certified to the state of California. But, however, there is an exception. For those law enforcement personnel, state employees, or employees of tribal gaming agencies are not required to get this particular license. But there's also a catch. If they're not working in the capacity of their job and they fingerprint somebody, then they need to have their own certification to the Department of Justice. So if I was law enforcement agency, for example, or I was a cop, for example, I could fingerprint folks upon my job description if I'm doing it at that particular precinct, police station, sheriff's department, where the case may be. But I'm trying to do this as a side hustle, as a side gig in California. I need to have my certification number to the Department of Justice to fingerprint. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's in black and white here, folks, and please understand that DOJ does not play around. They're very great folks over there, but you need to follow the guidelines and procedures to keep yourself from getting in trouble. All right, let's move on here. This process takes about 2 weeks, and let me summarize it for you. All you need to do is get a live scan done, a particular live scan done that's required by DOJ. And if you're in California, you know how this process goes. There's not just one live scan for everything. The specific live scan you need to get done, which is required by DOJ, along with the 1-page application. So you find a place near you in California, because you can't mail in your ink cards. It's prohibited. DOJ will not let you do that for this particular license or certification. You have to be manually in, you have to be physically in California and a resident when you apply for the certification. Okay, so you get the live scan done. You bring the technician 3 sheets of the live scan form, which you get from DOJ's website, the page I just shared with you a few minutes ago. And then the technician will fingerprint you. They will complete the bottom of the live scan forms, and they give you back 2 of those live scan forms. They keep a copy for their records. Remember, I said there was 3 forms you bring in. They keep a copy for their record for a year because they're required to keep a live scan form on file secured for 1 year, and they give you back other remaining forms. One form you keep for yourself, that's completed by the technician, and the other form you send in with your one-page application to the Department of Justice. Let me share with you what this one-page application looks like, so that we have a better understanding what we're talking about here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pull this up here real fast. Where did it go? I think this is it right here. Okay. So if you go to the website again, which is the link bottom of the screen here, going across as the banner, you can look for the application. This is the application right here. And above it, we'll talk about this in a second, but right below it should be the license request form. Where did it run away to? Step 3, here it goes, license request form. It's on their website, folks. You just print them out, get it filled out. But the application form looks just like this. Make it a little bit bigger for the screen for you folks to see. It's a one-page application form, and I need you guys to understand, a lot of these forms will get kicked back if they're not filled out completely. One part of the form that people always miss is going to be over here. Let me see, can I highlight it for you? To get this mouse right. Over here, it talks about, make it a little bit bigger if I can. It's going to ask you a couple simple questions on top. But one thing they're asking you for sure is going to be your state driver license number. Right over here. A lot of folks will miss this part here and keep it blank and mail everything in back to DOJ with the license form, and it get rejected. So all these fields you see over here need to be filled out. Every single one. There should be nothing blank in any field. Number 1, are you a legal resident of California? If you put no, you're not getting a certification. You need to put yes and be a resident of California when you apply for this license. And that's all these questions down here. And at the bottom, it gives you the address to mail it to, along with your one-page application, along with your license request form, the copy of it, sent in DOJ. Now, I recommend you guys go ahead and make a copy of this application once you complete it and sign it, and keep it for your records. You mail in the original paperwork to DOJ, the original application, and the license, a copy of the license form to DOJ. We recommend you do some type of overnight mailing or some type of proof of delivery. You can't FedEx it to them because it's going to a PO box. In most cases, FedEx won't deliver to a PO box. But here's the address right here. We recommend certified mail, overnight mail with some type of proof of delivery, some type of tracking number, or even a signature. Okay? But keep in mind, there's been a couple of occasions where we saw people go ahead and get back their certificate from DOJ, and a week or two later on, their proof of delivery, their signature, comes in mail afterwards. Not sure how it goes like that, but that's just how it goes. But this is the one-page application you have to fill out. Now, back in the days when I did it, it was a lot more than one-page application, and plus during that time frame, the required folks get a notarization done along with it to mail in to DOJ. That's changed since back in the days. I might be dating myself there. Okay. So let's revisit real fast here. For the FPC number, it takes about 2 weeks to get this done if things go right. You get your live skin done. That's required specifically for this particular certification you're going for. And you go ahead and complete the one-page application, and you mail it into DOJ. Okay then. And pretty much you're going to receive back something from DOJ. And one or two things are going to happen when we get this back from DOJ. And the best way of putting it, one or two options going to happen. One is congratulations. Here is your certificate. Here is your certification number. It's the letter for the certification information, and it's a certificate, a little golden color certificate that you need to have displayed in your location where you're fingerprinting people at. But that letter, you keep that someplace nice and tidy away from the public. They don't need to see that one right there. But that letter will have the FPC number, your fingerprint certification number, and should be 6 digits. It might change later on, of course, but right now it's still 6 digits. All right, so now, another thing is, if they don't say congratulations, it might be something like saying, not today. Too bad, too sad. Sorry, Charlie. Maybe next time, try luck again. Well, in other words, you got rejected. They said no. And there's different reasons why they may say no. I'm not going to do that particular reason here in this video here, but they'll show the reasons why in your letter if you got rejected. And typically give you a response to appeal their decision to see if they go ahead and change their mind, or might be some type of unique situation. They may just go ahead and reverse their decision and say, okay, yes, you're okay. But either way, if you get a rejection, don't give up. Always fight for this. If you want this that badly, share it with them. Give them the information that they're requiring for. And sometimes basically might get legal advice to help you do the paperwork the best way possible so they can consider it, and perhaps they will say yes the second time around. But just don't take it no the first time. If you want this that bad, you need to fight for it. Don't let others always dictate your future. Don't let them write your history. Okay? The requirements, again, is very important too, because once you get your certificate, DOJ states when you do a live scan transmission for the state of California, put in your FPC number. There's some software out there, depending what vendor you go to, when you choose to buy a machine. If you choose to buy a machine, will automatically include your FPC number for every transmission. And there's some vendors out there where you can manually enter your FPC number, your fingerprint certification number, every single time you transmit to the Department of Justice for California. Another requirement is when you do ink card fingerprint in the state of California and you have an FPC number, and it's for a job, a license, or some type of certification, they want you to still put that FPC number, they is Department of Justice for California, right next to your signature. So your certain parts of the ink card, you will need to sign the ink card, and to the right of your signature, you enter your FPC number. So it'll be your signature, FPC hyphen your 6-digit number. And that's required by California. All right, what's your next steps? All right, we talked about everything right here. We kept it as simple as possible. What's your next steps? Easy. Stop fingerprinting. If you want to start doing live scan transmissions, start that process immediately. It takes them some time, sometimes 2, 3, or 4 months to get you up and running for California for a live scan transmission. It may take them 2 months just to give you the thumbs up or thumbs down if they allow you to purchase a machine in California. Just because you have your FPC number doesn't mean they're going to approve you to do live scan transmissions for the state of California. Your FPC number just gives you permission to fingerprint in California. It doesn't mean you're now able to transmit live scans to California. It's a 2-step process for that. First process, get your FPC number. Second phase, is start your process to get your machine for California. I know some folks got the machine within 2 or 3 months. I know some folks got the machine a year later on. Different reasons, different things that pop up. So just be aware of that, okay? So if you want to do live scan transmissions for California, get your FPC number, keep repeating myself, and then immediately contact Mr. and Mrs. DOJ, say, hey, I want to do live scan transmissions for California. Here's my information. My name is such and such. Here's my email address. Here's my contact number. I plan to do live scan transmissions, or I would like to do live scan transmission. And my place of business, my hub, my headquarters, will be in Los Angeles. It will be in San Diego, where the case may be. It will be in Sacramento, where the case may be. Let them know. All right? Just let them know. Another thing you should be considering at this point here is start getting properly trained. And we recommend either you do ink card fingerprinting or live scan or both. Start learning how to fingerprint right away. While you're waiting for your machines to simply delivered to your doorstep 4 or 5 months down the line, 3 or 4 months down the line, start doing ink card fingerprinting. People who need that ink card may need a live scan for a different state. Or you fingerprint on the ink card. In most cases, you give them back those fingerprints on the ink card, and then they know those fingerprints to the out-of-state agency requires a background check in lieu of a live scan, since they're being processed as an out-of-state applicant. If you want to learn more how to get involved in the fingerprint industry, chat with us. Go to livescan.chat. That's livescan.chat. Until then, have fun, but don't get caught. Bye for now, folks. Take care.